Greetings! I decided to walk in a different direction this time. I'm still on my little walk. I'm just going to make a part 2 to the last video I made. And this one specifically is going to be about putting the Almighty or God into a box. I'm just going to show you my trail really quick. Do you see just the beautifulness of what's around me right now? I'm just gonna go on a quick tangent really quick. This is gonna sound crazy, but I've always been the type of person or individual that just found beauty in the simplest of things. Like, I can just look at a tree like this one and just look at it and just completely just be in awe. And I mean, it's so artistic to me, just how nature is. And I don't know, I could just look at grass and just be amazed. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I just really love looking at nature. I love the sun, I love the sky, I love the moon. Like, okay. Anyway, tangent over. Putting God into a box. As human beings, why do we do that? Why is it that in every religion, in almost every discipline or faith, we tend to limit God? We tend to limit everything about it. We tend to want to put like humanistic qualities on an infinite being that typically or idealistically or theoretically is not really human. It's an infinite power. It's an infinite source. And think about it. Infinity is not restrained to anything. Whew, I catch my breath. I'm climbing up a hill. Oh, you gotta excuse me. I know that the Bible, I'm going to talk about the Bible because it's the book that I'm most familiar with. The Bible talks about God being male and the Trinity being God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. But in other cultures, God is also pictured as being feminine. So is it possible that our image of God or the Almighty is really dependent upon what cultural stance we're coming from? If you want my opinion in a nutshell, I think God is bigger than gender. I think it's bigger than religion. I think it's bigger than race. Not that there's only the human race, but you get what I'm saying. I think it's bigger than any discipline, including science. I think it's bigger than the universe, the multiverse, all dimensions that ever existed, and that has yet to exist. Just everything. It's bigger than everything. So why do we have to put a face on who God is, or the Almighty, or the all-knowing, or it? Why do we have to constrain it into a box? Is it so we can try and grasp and wrap our minds around the Almighty? Is it that we're trying to understand it and bring it down to a more human, relatable level? Um, in a way, in a way, I don't, a part of me believes that the Almighty isn't that difficult to understand. Because if it is all light and we come from that, and a bit of that light is within us, then in order to learn more about the Almighty, wouldn't we just turn to nature? Wouldn't we just look at ourselves? Wouldn't we just, look to knowledge that the Almighty has given us? Wouldn't we just look to its creation, if we really wanted to put a face on something like that? So, I just don't get it. And everybody's gonna have their own beliefs and what they choose to have as their religion. But that was just my thought. I think that was it. Is putting the Almighty into a box. We tend to do that a lot. And it's not that I'm annoyed by it. Well, I'm a little annoyed, but not that annoyed. I understand why we do it. And we just want to have something that we can actually grasp. But I think that there are just many, many, many parts that we are just not meant to grasp yet. And it doesn't mean that that part of ourselves, that knowledge that we have yet to know, will never be available to us. It's just not, it's not time for us to have that knowledge be revealed to us just yet. Until then, while on this earth plane, we're just living, learning, growing, and we're just being guided by the divine. So those are my thoughts. This was a little shorter than the other video that I made. But as for the other one, just leave me your comments and opinions. Let me know what you think, and peace out.